It's 3 degrees outside right now, and no, I'm not joking, and yes, I'm afraid my camera is gonna freeze. This is the fun part of using manual lenses when you're far away. Luckily, that lens I'm gonna use is 85 millimeters, so it should be pretty tight even all the way over here. So right here, I am at 52 feet, but I got my distance, and I'll get ready for that shot tomorrow morning. It is freezing outside, and tomorrow morning it's gonna be 10 degrees less than this, so I can't wait. I actually can't wait because I'm fired up to get that shot. Yeah. But I'm not a hypocrite, and I want to talk about how this cold weather, I mean, this is kind of extreme, I mean, depending on where you are, but this cold weather kind of makes you tougher, in my opinion, or sort of builds a thicker skin, like a callus. Like a callus is thicker skin, and the cold weather sort of builds that, which the hot weather does too. And I kind of applaud you and respect you if you can be outside when it's really hot and work. But I think there's something different about the cold weather, because if you live somewhere where it's cold, or you're in the season where it's cold, and you wake up in the morning, it's immediately freezing and cold. So you start off your day sort of dealing with that coldness immediately. So you're already starting your day with a battle that you have to win, or you have no choice. Let's say if you need to go to work, you gotta go to school, you have no choice, you have to win that battle. So you're starting your day off with a battle that requires discipline. The rest of your day is gonna be easier than that beginning battle. There's also health benefits to the cold weather, which I don't know off the top of my head right now, but I'm gonna cut in this edit and explain to you what the health benefits are, because I can't think of them right now. All right, so future Andrew here, and I guess the cold weather helps you burn calories, it helps you sleep, it's better for your immune system, and it is better for your allergies, helps alleviate your allergies. There's a huge range of the degrees and weather that we have to deal with here. In the summer, it's 90 degrees, 100 degrees, and humid, where we have to work in the heat, we have to deal with the heat. And in the winter, it's 3 degrees, so it's a huge 3 degrees to 100 degrees. So we have to build that callus to the cold weather, and we have to build that callus to the hot weather too. So if you're used to the freezing temps, like here in Connecticut, and the hot weather in the summer, you are already tougher because you have that thicker skin because of that. So you can apply that to anything. You can apply that to your job, you can apply that to school. But I'm gonna go inside now because my hands are freezing even though I'm wearing gloves, and I cannot feel them. I cannot feel my hands. All right, it's the next day now, and I'm back outside. It's actually a little bit warmer, it's about 20 degrees, but it gave me some time to think about this topic, and it led me to believe that this cold weather, it's all about discipline, and I think this cold weather sort of builds discipline. And the best example I can think of that is the wood stove. And here in New England, some of us have wood stoves, not all of us, but some of us will have wood stoves, because it's a little cheaper than burning oil or gas, and it's more rewarding too. And the rewarding part is, who wouldn't want to sit by a fire on a cold day with a cup of hot chocolate? I mean, that's what I could think of. And it requires discipline too. I mean, you have to bring in wood, you have to split wood, and you have to worry about, do I have enough wood? And that requires a lot of discipline. That all stems from it's being cold outside. And another example too is that anybody who has lived somewhere where it's cold knows the feeling of being inside and then walking outside, and then you sort of are hit by a wall and it bites you. Because the cold weather, the nature of cold weather, it doesn't want you to be outside. So you have to push yourself and be disciplined to want to be outside. And that's what discipline is doing something that you don't want to do but acting like you do. Because nobody wants to be cold, nobody wants to be outside when it's cold, but if you have to go to work, you have to go to school, like I said, you have to act like you do want to be outside. And the cold weather forces you to be disciplined, which is something that I don't think the hot weather does. Maybe it does, just not to the same degree as cold weather. Like right now, I have a lens on, and I'm about 120 feet away from the camera. Maybe you can tell that if you're a filmmaker. You probably can't though if you're just a normal viewer, which is okay. But it took a lot of discipline for me to get this camera out right now and put the lens on, even though I wanted to do it and I love doing it. And this is not my first time shooting this exact scene. I did it the first time and I had to guess how far I was away from the camera, and the shot came out wicked blurry and you couldn't even see me. So I had to redo all this again, and I had to wait, and that's why it's warmer. It's 20 degrees out now. But you know, part of discipline, this is something I want to do, so I don't know if it really is discipline because I want to do it. I'm not acting like I do. I want to do this. And but yeah, if you have to go to work, you got to go to school. When it's cold out, then you have to act like you want to be cold. I mean, you're not really acting, but you're pretending subconsciously, if that makes sense. But hopefully you got something out of this video, and if you're dealing with this cold weather like I am right now, it'll sort of make you see that it's actually benefiting you and it's making you a stronger person.